What's up everybody, welcome back to Nintendo Land. Today we are looking at Mario 3D World and trying to find the top 10 best levels in the game. Mario 3D World is known for its unique backgrounds and attributes for each level, and almost every single world has something new to offer. So making this list was actually pretty hard because there are a ton of great stages in this game, and it really brought me down to a couple that I had to finally cut off the list, and it pained me. But today we are going to go over my top 10 favorite levels within Mario 3D World. But if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to stay up to date on all things Nintendo. And if you want to stay even more up to date on Nintendo information, follow me on Twitter or even Instagram with the same name, Nintendo Land. Coming in at number 10, we have Searchlight Sneak. This stage is really cool because it requires you to not only blow through the stage as fast as you can, but be as careful as you can. If you run into one of the spotlights, you will get shot at by several bullet bill cannons, and they will shoot cat bills at you, which means they home in and follow you. And these are all over the stage. And there are clever portions where you might even need to hit a spotlight for the bullet bills to break certain blocks for you to make your path up. It's a very interesting concept and something that we really don't see for the rest of the game except for one stage, but uses it for spike traps instead of bullet bills. This brings difficulty and interesting puzzle mechanics into the game. Coming in at number 9, we have Super Blockland. Now there's a lot of callbacks to other Mario games in this game, such as Mario Galaxy's Comet Observatory, not an actual level, but in the background of a level. But anyways, this is a callback to Super Mario 3D Land, the 3D World predecessor, and it definitely needs it because this is where the game originated from. This is almost an exact feeling of the DS game that came out years before, and I love this stage. It's very simple, there's just big blocks everywhere and you can blow them up with bombs, and that's really about it. Make your way up to find hidden stars and stamps, and that's pretty much the general gist of the level, but this level is so pretty to look at, and not to mention the fact that it resembles Mario 3D Land perfectly. Even the music is a remixed version of Mario 3D Land. I love this level to death. It is just a very pretty one to look at and play through, and it's a lot of fun. Switch Scramble Circus is one of the very first levels you'll play in this game, but the whole theme and aesthetic is very rarely repeated within this game, which makes this level so special. It's the theme of a circus, and the way that you move forward is to do little puzzles by hitting switches in order to turn them all the same color. Now this might seem simple, and it is simple, but it's a very unique way to add a puzzle element to a stage, and it really does feel like a circus level, from all the neon glowing lights and all the enemies moving in a specific line path, and the music, and the fact that the music changes in 3 different sets depending on where you are in the level is really fantastic. I love everything about this stage, the presentation, the fact that the level matches up with the music, and the fact that this level can just be absolute chaos with your friends. When you think of a Christmassy Winterfest filled stage, this is one of the few stages that always comes to my mind, and I love this stage. It is a beautiful snow level in the game, and there are some snow levels within 3D World, but none of them reach the caliber of this one. It's the first one in the game, and it really just feels like a fun level. There's nothing too difficult, there's nothing that's really going to slow down your progress, and there's really nothing too difficult to find, and you and your friends can really just have a ball playing through this level, taking on enemies, taking on cool power-ups, and also riding the Goomba skate shoe, which is tons of fun, and you'll probably bump into each other, throwing each other off the ledge, but at the same time, it's a fun level to do that. You have the snow pokies, and everything just feels like a nice Christmas level. There's something so special about this level that I really can't quite put my finger on, but you'll definitely understand when you play it. Red Hot Run is the complete opposite of Snowball Park. There's no cool, calm, collective atmosphere where you're casually playing through a level, but instead you're speedrunning through a lava-filled, trap-indulging level. And this level is difficult, but it is tons of fun, and especially for a relatively short level. You will be running through this level on boost pads and going through as fast as you can in order to beat the clock, but also collect anything that you need along the way, such as the 3 green stars and also the hidden stamp, which is very difficult to do as you're trying to not only beat the clock, but pay attention to where you're running and where the platforms are, because you can easily fall off if you're not paying close enough attention. This is a very tricky stage, but at the same time, it's a good type of hard that I love to revisit time and time again. And once again, going back to a wintry stage, this one is actually a haunted house stage, which is very interesting because normally I don't like these levels. They're too dark, they're too dim, it's really hard to see what's going on, but this one takes a different approach. This one is like a winter wonderland that's kind of in a sad calming mood. It's weird. I really, once again, can't explain it until you play it, but it's a very interesting level. You start off in this very open world where you can run around and do all kinds of little challenges before actually completing the main objective by finding the 5 keys to move on. In fact, there is a little part where you can even get a star and go save Toad over in the corner from some ghosts to get a green star, which feels like a little mission straight out of Mario Odyssey. But the rest of the level is even cool too. There's fog everywhere and you have to traverse the fog without falling into the purple poison and making sure you're knowing where you're going. This is a very interesting stage. I love the openness of it, and I love the adventure aesthetic, you know, of exploring and trying to find secrets instead of just completing the level and busting through. Coming in at number 4, we have Mystery House Marathon. This is a side stage in the game that's one of the very last stages you'll play in World Crown. And your job is to collect a handful of green stars in order to complete the level. Now you have to collect all of these stars to fully complete the level, which is a extremely difficult task. But your job is playing through little mini 10-second level segments in order to get that green star, and you'll do this over and over again for each green star. And this is a ton of fun. Let me tell you, it has a WarioWare vibe where you're doing mini challenges in order to continue to progress. And if you mess up and lose one of the challenges, you're left to go all the way back to the first star and start over. It's actually very demanding to do well, and I really like how the difficulty actually relates to fun in this. This is a fun stage to play and a fun stage to play through and see how far you can go, and I would love to see more things like this in the future from Nintendo with little mini levels and maybe even go up higher to like 100 levels or something like this. But even though it might be extremely difficult, it is a very fun level to play. Mount Mustache is a very simple stage. You simply run to the right. That's it. But it is so much fun, and the fact that it resembles a Mario Kart game, even down to the music, is very, very awesome. And I think this stage really hits its stride when you play with your friends. If you have friends with you and you guys are both running and just completely causing havoc, and there's 4 players on a screen all trying to move at once, it's like 8-player Smash, just that kind of chaotic mess that just is fun to play. And it really is. It's just you guys racing for the end. You can throw people off the track and just see who can get down to the bottom fast enough. But also, when you're collecting those green stars, you might have to slow down and probably play the level by yourself so you can hit those cuts in order to grab those green stars on your way down the hill. But at the end of the day, this is a very fun stage, and it's funny because sometimes simplicity is all you need to make a level fun. Coming in at number 2 on our list, and the runner-up, we have Spraggy Savannah. This is very similar to Peepa's Fog Bog because it has a very open area, and this level is known for that. Now, I understand, it really just sounds like I love open Mario games because I do, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you. I love that fact of exploring and finding things and looking for secrets, and this level has a gigantic field to do that. There's all types of hidden stars and bunnies to chase down and items to find. It's really a dynamic part of the level, and it makes the level just so much better because of that. There's just so much area to cover, and the stage looks beautiful at that. It's a sunset right behind the clouds, and the sun shines at such a beautiful spot, and when you're running through that savannah, it feels so perfect. There's no other way to explain it, and you really just have to try this out for yourself. Coming in at number 1 as my favorite stage from Super Mario 3D World is HandsOn Haul. I am a sucker for any type of oriental stage in video games. I think they're all beautiful with great music and a great theme that really is underutilized in many games nowadays. So when I seen this stage for the first time, and the fact that you can even interact with things in the stage, it was mind-blowing. You can use the cursor, and well in this case the motion IR cursor, to click things, grab things, move doors, hit gongs in order to make secrets fall from the sky, and all types of cool things like that. And if you don't want to even use the cursor, you can just use the baseballs laying around everywhere for some reason and throw them at things. And you can even grab the baseball with the cursor and hand it to your character, which is just amazing. There's all types of secret doors and passageways that open up, and not to mention the Goomba head costume, which can completely turn you into a Goomba. Not only that, but you can then leave the entire kind of Shogun Castle area in order to get outside at the nighttime sky outside of the castle, climbing up the side, collecting keys in order to get back into the castle, just to finish the stage back on top of the castle. It is just an amazingly themed stage, and from beginning to end, you will be hooked. There's so much stuff to do and so many things to click and try to experiment with, and there are some really, really difficult hidden secrets that I'm not going to get into on this video, but man, this level is filled with all types of secrets and surprises. I love it.